Hey, it's Dave from Chaos Guitars. Let's talk a little bit about our Workhorse build. Why are we doing this? Well, because Chaos Guitars is very passionate about this exact thing. We started our company to keep people in music, to keep people playing instruments, not because we want to make money because you play an instrument. It was because people need to know the benefits of playing an instrument. Now, I'm not going to go into this in depth, but if you ever want to know my story, ask me and I'll tell you, because I can tell you from life experience, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for one of these. So the benefits health-wise alone are amazing when you pick up an instrument. And if you've been playing an instrument for a while, you don't even know it, because I never knew it. I never knew it until I needed it. So it's incredibly important to me that people are able to get their hands on something decent that they can play, that they want to play. When I was a kid, and a quick story because this is why we're doing this. When I was a kid, I was a metalhead. I wanted to learn metal, right? I wanted to play guitar. I wanted to be the rock star. This is how I was setting my career up, right? I never had another plan other than rock star. So I said to my parents, I want to play guitar. That's what I'm going to do for my life. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll get you lessons. You know, he wants to play guitar. It wasn't my life goal to them. To me, it was. My mom borrowed an acoustic guitar from a friend of hers and started getting me lessons. Well, in my lessons, I was learning how to sit, and I was learning how to place my hand, and I was learning, sit up straight and whatever. I don't care about that. I wanted to play Rock You Like a Hurricane, and I wanted a white Explorer. Those were the two things I wanted, right? That was going to make me a rock star because I was a little kid. And I got an acoustic guitar and Mary had a little lamp. So that didn't last long, right? So here's my thing. If that kid was given a white Explorer and locked in his room with the Scorpions album, I'd be a much better guitar player today, because it wouldn't have taken me a couple of years to finally put myself in that position with that guitar and that record in my bedroom, locked in my bedroom for years to learn it, or for hours to learn it. So that stuck in my head, and why that gap from when I should have started to when I actually started, and why it was that way. And I said, well, from now on, if a kid comes to me and says, well, I want a Fender Strat to play. Well, I can't get you a Fender Strat, but I can get you something that looks just like a Fender Strat, and I can make it play just like one, and I can do that for $200. Well, all of a sudden, their parents can afford that, and then a month from now, when it's sitting in the corner collecting dust, it's not that big a deal, as opposed to $1,500, $2,000. And that was kind of my goal. Because if you give a kid what they want, if you would have given me that white Explorer, I would have started running with that. I wouldn't have been like, okay. I would have gotten up every morning, looked at that guitar, and couldn't have waited to get my hands on it. And that's what I want for anybody who wants to play, whether it's a kid, an adult, doesn't matter who. That's what I want. I want that passion to look at that guitar and be like, I got to pick that up. I go crazy when I'm down here because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, 24, 25 guitars sitting behind the camera. And I'm like, which one do I want to play? I got a room full back there. I got closets full. I own more guitars than I know what to do with because I have this addiction, but I want to play them all. They all make me want to play. And I don't own that many because I'm like, look at me, no. I own that many because they all make me want to play. They all make me want to play something different. They all make me feel a different way. It's important to have something you want to use. That's what we're going to establish here. Now, here's how we're going to do that. We're going to take this guitar that comes in, right? And we're going to document everything. We're going to unbox it. We're going to look at everything. We're going to take measurements on everything so you know exactly what you're getting, so you know exactly where we're starting. We're going to write all this down. We're going to record everything. I'm not going to put my hands on this guitar unless it's on camera. That's the important part. Everything's going to be on camera. We're going to, after we take all our measurements and look over everything and get a good look at everything, we're going to then take it all apart. We're going to, take the strings off, obviously, take the bridge off. We're going to pull the pickups because I guarantee you we're going to replace the pickups. I have never gotten one of these where I didn't replace the pickups. Unless I've been thinking recently, I think the one we're getting has the covered pickup, so I think we're going to replace them. But if we got regular humbuckers, I thought we'd repot them, and I'd show you how to repot them. But I don't think we're going to do that because it has the covered, and I think we'll keep the covered. I think, if I remember right, it has gold hardware. Maybe we'll keep that look. I don't know. But it's every time we decide something, I'm going to put 4 or 5 different pickups up online, and you guys can choose. All right? They're not going to be Duncans. They're not going to be DiMarzio's. I'm not putting, $200 pickups in a $200 guitar. This is a budget build. $200 for the guitar. We covered that. We're good. We're golden. $200 for parts. That's what I'm setting the limit at. We're not going to spend more than $200 on parts. So by the time this guitar is done, $400 is what we're going to have in it. So for $400, you're going to get a tremendous guitar. You're going to get a guitar that plays as good as anything you own. I will guarantee you that. You're going to have a guitar that will stand up to just about anything. You're going to have what I call the workhorse guitar. The guitar that you're going to want to take to every show, the guitar that you're going to want to take everywhere you go, the guitar that you're going to look in the corner when you wake up in the morning and go, I got to play that today. I can't right now, I got to get to work, but when I come home, that's the first thing I'm doing. That's what you're going to have. That's my goal. If we got to replace tuners, we'll replace tuners, pickups, bridge. I'm going to be honest, bridge and tuners are usually fine. They're usually good quality items. Tuners lately. Tuners were iffy for a while, but they've been really good over the last 2 years. We'll look at the electronics. Usually I rewire everything. I'm a big fan of copper coating, so I copper clad everything. Usually. You don't have to. It's humbuckers. We don't really need to. We're past that point. In my day, it was interference, and your guitar would pick up all kinds of stuff. But we don't need to do that so much anymore nowadays. But I still like that, because if I copper clad everything, I can run a single ground. I don't have to jump grounds everywhere, and it's cleaner. So we might do that. We'll see. We'll put it all up and say, hey, what do you want to do? That's the plan. Step by step. It's going to be a time-consuming thing. It's going to be a process. But it'll be cool, because by the time we're done, you're going to know this guitar intimately, and then we'll put it up for sale. And I don't know. I don't know how we'll sell it. I guess maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll have to do a bidding thing, because if there's more than one person that wants it, I don't know how to make that decision. I don't want to make that decision. So we'll figure it out. It'll be cool. It'll be fun. It'll be educational. You're going to learn a lot about me, because I'm going to have to bite my tongue a lot. And you're going to learn a lot about why I wanted to do this, because I tend to run at the mouth like I'm doing now. So you're going to learn some stuff. I'll learn some stuff. It'll be a good experience for all of us. So remember, understanding comes first. That's why we do what we do. Go on our website, chaosguitars.com /learning-path. Or if you just go on chaosguitars.com and scroll down a little bit, you'll see the icon for Learning Path. That's where all the downloads are. There's downloads for everything. Every bench talk that we've done, there's a download for that. I know you guys, a lot of you have seen the videos. Well, the video is not the actual download. The download is more in depth. The video was just really to tell you about the download. So there's downloads for a bunch of stuff. There's some helpful, we have some charts on there. We have a bunch of really good stuff. So go check it out. Download whatever you want. It's all free. You have to kind of put it in your cart and do all that, but it doesn't charge you anything. You're not gonna be charged anything. It's all free. So have at it. And thanks again for joining us, and let's get ready to learn some stuff.